Alright, so this is a Volgoa demo. Roasted maple, looks to be legit. Has this high pressure laminate fingerboard. Nice and glossy, has some problems. Beautiful, so beautiful top. It's an actual veneer, not a photo flame. Pickups are microphonic but sound good, so wax dipping they might come alive. Just simple volume, tone, 24 frets. These are stainless steel. On the high E side, for the most part, these line up perfectly. There are some short sides on the low E. Locking tuners, which are very smooth. 2-point trim, they have it set where no matter what you do, it's always floating to some degree. So if you pull it all the way back, it does one of those things where the front is slightly higher. I mean, it is what it is. It works. It still sounds good. And it's not the best cast because the back has some spots where it doesn't touch. Now, all sorts of high frets, lifting frets not properly laid. I think that part of it is because this material is more difficult to work with, which means that, you know, they have to take extra care with placing the frets. Otherwise, they lift. Nuts slightly high, you know, all the little finishing touches are on the rough side. So this isn't just a matter of like bad fret leveling. This is frets lifting where you would have to glue and set it down with a proper jig. Now, sound-wise, where it's not buzzing or fretting out or anything like that, it's actually quite lively. You go up a little higher. And I don't have the action set like stupid low either. One weird thing about the guitar in general, wherever or however the truss rod is set in here makes me feel like it's not straight, like the channel isn't, because you get the relief correct according to how you do relief. And on the, especially towards the nut, it gets higher. You check the nut and it's not a huge amount of height at the nut that needs to just barely trim down. And you could just see how it's just weird. I don't think that there's a warp in it, but there could be a slight warp. I mean, there's definitely a slight belly that's down here on this side, and it's not so much on this side, so it could be a slight twist in the neck. Alright, so let's hear it. JTM style, I'll start neck. I'm going to keep it relatively simple and then add some gain onto the bass tone. Blues breaker from a Queen of Tone. String Singer from LY Rock, which is a dual gun. play fast enough, it's not going to be super noticeable, but it will get worse as the neck moves and such. I add a clon, so now it's a LY Rock, LYR, which is the same as the Demon Effects, dual gun, into the clon, into the Bluesbreaker side. You can hear it's mechaphonic. I'm actually going to add a little volume to this amp. Middle. And I'm going to drop the gain back to just the Bluesbreaker, starting the neck so it's a little low. No gain. Fuzz for the heck of it. Too noisy. I think that's germanium. It's a fuzz I'm testing. It's supposed to be silicon, but the temperature obviously affected the tone. So, final thoughts. It's relatively heavy. It has some good qualities about it. The neck, in my opinion, is too thick, too blocky. It's better than the other Volgoa that I demoed. I don't know if I put it on here or not. But tuners are great. Like, very good. I wouldn't touch them. The bridge you may want to upgrade. I believe the block is, yeah, full-size zinc. So it's not a super thick block. It's not always as big of a deal as you think, especially if you lock down the bridge. You're just getting little small improvements. Pickups are obviously microphonic. They could sound better, and it would sound more free if it wasn't getting worse. I've had it for a couple days. I did another video and there was other issues. This used to have a gap where you could stick like a 0.6 to 0.73 millimeter pick in between the neck and the pocket. And I loosened it, clamped it, and then tightened it down, which made a huge resonant difference. Not that it sounded bad before, but here's the problem. It goes back and forth laterally, or this way, horizontally. See, it's out of tune now, which is weird, and it will happen randomly. Also noticed that the neck pocket, where the neck sits, isn't butting up in any normal way. So I just think it's just a matter of sloppiness and however it's done. The guitar is beautiful. I would say give it a shot. Order one. You may have to take it to a luthier and spend another $150. Will it be worth that extra $150? If you get it for like $230, $250, this is better than most $400 to $600 guitars once you start upgrading it a little bit by little. You get that work done. If they know how to vacuum pot, these pickups are fine. Beyond that, you can always upgrade pickups. There's so many affordable options. Ideally, in a general sense, if you don't want to have to mess with it as much, look for like the telly looking one that has the full roasted or maple neck. It's still going to be on the bigger side if you like that, but I imagine the fretwork, and I'll probably at some point order one or message them to see if we can exchange for that, just to see if that one has better fret seating. But that's two thoughts. Hope you got an idea. I might load the other video because the guitar was less buzzy and stuff with the same setup and no other changes. So there you go.